Happy New Year, everyone. I got my pup my sister gave me. That's my puppy. She's one now. Um, oh, she's such a joy. But I do have a senior dog too. Anyway, my name's Johnna, and welcome back to my channel. I have not done a video since before Thanksgiving. Oh my God, just so much going on. And I'm sure you've been busy too. Plus, our healthcare system's really broke, and I hope it changes. I hope we can be like all the other countries where we can get this at a reasonable price. So today I am telling you about my GLP-1 journey. And pardon the background, I'm at work and I may have to keep stopping and starting the video too, so I hope it all works out. But I've been trying to get a video up. I did make one and I never posted it, and I apologize. Just so much going on. On a GLP-1, I am on Mounjaro. Now, it's the same as tirzepatide, or it's the same as a compounded tirzepatide, or the name brand of Mounjaro for weight loss is Zepbound. Same drug, same everything. I am not a doctor, so I want you to know anything you hear here is my opinion and my experience on this journey. And it has been crazy lately. You got to hear everything that's going on. Okay, so I started August 1st on Mounjaro. And like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I posted up to Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving, I didn't have a big Thanksgiving dinner. My sister and I went and saw Wicked, and I loved it. If you haven't seen it, you may want to see it. I found it very entertaining. It's a long movie. But anyway, I went and saw Wicked, and then I had popcorn. I've been dying for popcorn, so I had popcorn. And I think the salt in it had me retain water maybe, because I lost 0.2 pounds that week, which was really low. It came off the next week. I don't really have my stats here, so I apologize. I think I was 44 pounds down or something at that time. And as of today, I am down 50 pounds. Pretty much right on 50 pounds since August 1st. Now that's 5 months. That comes out to 10 pounds a month, which is fantastic. My weight loss has slowed a little bit. I just went to the doctor, and I want to kind of update you on what happened there and my thoughts and feelings behind it. Now, when I went to this doctor, she's not the one that originally prescribed this medication for me, but when I went there, I explained to her I was on this journey and that I wanted to make sure that it continued, because if I couldn't get the medication, I would go to a compounded. I kind of told her straight out, this is what I'm doing. This is what I feel is best for my health. And I hope as my caregiver, or my medical caregiver, she's a nurse practitioner, that she could be on board with me and, facilitate that. So I did have, I was on 7.5. The last time I saw her, she increased it from 5 to 7.5. Now, I had a whole box of 5 that I thought, well, I'll use that during maintenance or something. I didn't think it'd go to waste. And I was on 7.5. So for 2 months, I was on 7.5, and I paid out of pocket. I had a much higher copay. Normally, it's $47 a month for a $1,200 medication, which is fantastic. But I had to pay $270. And on a limited income, that's pretty bad. Did I mention this scenery behind me? I'm at work. I don't know. I hope I did. Anyway, ignore it if you can. So I was on 7.5, and after 2 months of 7.5, I started getting head noise again. and just wanting to eat more. So I thought, well, rather than having to buy more medicine before the end of the year, because I was, I had a higher out of pocket. As the first of the year, it would go back down to $47 a month. And so I thought if I could make it to the beginning of the year, then I would not have to pay that $270. And since I had a whole box of 5 and I started getting head noise, I thought I'll take 2 5s. That's like a 10, and that's what I want to go up to. And then I had 4 pens of 5, so I could do 2 weeks of 10. And that's what I did. And then I scheduled to have blood work done and to see the doctor. So I took my last shot the day before I saw the doctor. So I actually took it on Christmas. I saw the doctor the day after Christmas. The week before that, I had gone in for all my blood work. And before I saw my doctor, I lowered my thyroid because I had lost weight and I was more active. And so my metabolism had sped up a little bit. And she had indicated she wanted to lower the thyroid. So I thought, okay, that's fine. And this time my thyroid was high again. So she didn't want to increase my medicine. Well, if you're on this medication and you get head noise, you know that. For me, that is the number one thing this medication does. Yes, it helps with appetite suppression a little bit, but for me, it's more about the head noise. I can have all the appetite suppression in the world, and if I have head noise telling me to eat, I'm still going to eat. I don't know about you, but that's my problem. So, so she said she didn't want to raise my medication, and she thought that I had lost 14 pounds. Now, mind you, I hadn't seen her in probably 10 weeks, 10 weeks, and I'd lost 14 pounds. And I said, you know, that's 7 pounds a month. I haven't seen you in 2.5 months, and I lost 14 pounds. That's less than 7 pounds. I said, I'm not losing too fast. And she goes, well, how much do you want to weigh? Now, mind you, at that point, I was at like 190. And I said, well, I'm thinking I want to be probably around 150, maybe less, maybe more, but I'll know more when I get there. And she kind of looked at me like, my God. And I'm thinking, do you really think 150 for my height is just barely in the healthy weight range? So as you can tell, I was very frustrated at my doctor's visit. She's a nurse practitioner. So I said, you know, my thyroid's high, I think, because I'm on this medication, which activates hormones in your body, and it is a peptide. And I think I'm more active. I've lost weight. I probably need to lower my thyroid again. Tried to explain to her that I really thought that lowering my thyroid medication again would be the answer. She kept telling me she was worried that I might have Graves' disease, which is an overactive thyroid. I've had an underactive thyroid for 35 years. Now, in rare cases, yes, it could happen, but it's very rare. So, you know, I kind of went back and forth with her a little bit, and, you know, she was shocked that I wanted to be 150 for one reason, one thing. And I'm like, okay, here we go already. You know, I mean, I just changed to this clinic, and I had a long interview with her about this. She interviewed me, I interviewed her, and she assured me it wouldn't be a problem. Now, I'm still getting the medicine, but I'm getting 7.5, and I took 10 for 2 weeks. So, so I finally said, okay, look, I'll do it. I'll go see an endocrinologist, and I'll get an ultrasound on my throat to make sure I don't have throat cancer or thyroid cancer, whatever, right? And I'll wait to get my medicine increased. But I can tell you I'm not really happy about it because I'm not asking you for something that I think is harmful. I wouldn't do that. And I know my body, and I've studied so much about this medicine, as most people that are on this medication do. So I scheduled my ultrasound, and then I got home and I wasn't really feeling that great. I was kind of upset and disillusioned and was thinking, where do I go from here? Because I am not gaining this weight back. I'm not going there, you know. I won't go back. So anyway, she tried to call me and I didn't answer my phone. And she had me go get some other tests that were nothing to do with what was going on. So she tried to call me, and like I said, I didn't answer. And then the next day I had a message, and I thought it came through that day, but I guess it had come through the day before, saying that she wanted to talk to me about a regiment or what moving forward, something she wanted me to do. So I said, okay, I'll call her back. So I called back. Now, she wasn't in that day, but they told me that they put me on hold. Then they came back and they go, okay, we put a message out to her and she'll call you as soon as she's available. And this is a Friday, so hold, please. Okay. So I tried to call her back, like I said, and I waited for her to call me back for like an hour and a half. And finally, I called back again and I said, because I was doing stuff. I was out doing some deliveries and stuff, and it kind of was making me hang around waiting and not be able to work. So I called back and I said, you know, I left a message and the doctor hasn't called me back, and I'm wondering if she's even in. And they checked. They go, oh, no, she's not in today. Oh, my God. So they said, we're going to have her assistant call you. So I said, okay. So then I just started, figure when she calls me, I'll deal with it. So right as I got home, she called me. She goes, yeah, the doctor wants to do a different regimen for you. She wants you to lower your thyroid and then medication and then have blood work done in 6 weeks and recheck it. I'm like, I think that's what I suggested in the office. I go, well, does she want me to have the ultrasound? Because I've scheduled that now. And she goes, no, she wants you to hold off on the ultrasound and just lower the medication and then come back. Well, my thought is she talked to an endocrinologist, or she's a nurse practitioner. So maybe she talked to her doctor who oversees her. Or she probably reached out to an endocrinologist because she had indicated to me she was going to do that. And then they said, oh, yeah, she's probably right. Let's try to lower the medicine first before you do the tests and all this other stuff, and then recheck her blood work and see if it comes down. So, and normally when they lowered the medicine, she lowered it quite a bit. I would be exhausted, and I'm not. So I know that was the right call. I mean, it only takes me a day or two, and I get to where I can't even wake up in the morning if I'm not on a high enough dose. Hold. Okay. Hopefully this is okay. I don't know. All right. So, yeah. Normally, like I said, I can tell almost right away if I'm not on a high enough dose, and I've been fine. The only thing I can say is my metabolism did slow down a lot, and I did have constipation pretty bad. I was about ready to get a fleet because it was bad, but it's all been resolved. Oh my God. Okay, so I am right now at 50 pounds, almost on the nose. I go up and down a little bit. We'll see what happens. And I am waiting. It's New Year's Eve. So tomorrow I'm under my new health deal, and I should be able to get my medication for $47. Hopefully nothing's changed and they don't deny it. But I don't know what I'm going to do because now I have to take 7.5. They did call to have a mammogram done too today, and I denied it. It's not that I don't want to get it done. I had one done a year ago, and I'm not really worried about it. But I'm almost hoping she calls me because I kind of want to talk to her anyway. And I may call her next week to talk to her and say, look, I don't know what transpired between the time I saw you and the time you called me to change not having the ultrasound and not having to see the endocrinologist yet. But I would just really like you to reconsider me taking the 10 because I just feel an urge for hunger and I don't want to do that. I don't know if she'll do it or not, and I can wait 6 weeks, but 6 weeks, I could lose another 10 pounds or 12 pounds. And it's kind of heartbreaking. If you're on this journey, I think you understand that we have fought our whole lives. We have fought for our health our whole lives, and we've been told that, we just didn't have control and we had to be stronger. We had to diet and exercise. And it's really kind of sad because we have the disease of obesity. And if somebody had high blood pressure, I wouldn't say you need to meditate and just learn to relax. You won't have that high blood pressure. Or if somebody needed glasses, I wouldn't say, well, why don't you just try to rest your eyes more and then you'll eat carrots or I don't know, something crazy. But that's where I am at. I have lost 50 pounds and I feel blessed to the hilt about that. I will go on and have blood work done in 6 weeks. I will continue my journey. And I am on the verge right now of possibly going to a telehealth, depending on how this all pans out. I also feel like I'll probably have to lower my thyroid again. I would love nothing more than to totally get off thyroid medicine. But I don't know. Anyway, you guys, my New Year's resolution, which I don't normally make, is to try to get on here on a regular basis, at least twice a week, if not more, and to let you know what's going on. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and my head's just been swimming with it. I do want to fight for the health care. I do want to get rid of the PBMs. I want to get rid of the I'm on a Medicare Advantage program, and I know a lot of times these tests generate money for them, and they want to have, and they do a lot of their testing where I'm at now in-house, and she wants me to have a lot of tests done and stuff, but I'm kind of pushing back on it a little bit because I feel I can't get what I'm asking for, and yet you're asking me to do all these things and jump through hoops for you, and I'm willing to do it, but I also want to know what can you do for me? Because if I can't get what I need through my physician, then I will go to a telehealth. My health and my knowledge of these peptides is far more important to me right now than anything else. I feel healthy. I feel good. I have energy I've never had in many, many years. And I'm enjoying it. Now, I still have at least 40 pounds to lose, probably 50, but I don't know. Like I told her, I told my nurse practitioner, I'll know when I get there. But I am not fighting to lose this weight to stay in the obese or the overweight range. I want to be healthy. I want to give my body the biggest chance I can. And yeah. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. And I'll be back again soon. I hope you're all doing well and have a happy new year. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.